Hi kiddos, this is Amateur Woodworking with AZ Evans. Now this is episode 7 and today we're going to take a look at a few things that I kind of left everybody holding on, and one of them was with the bandsaw and the very thin bandsaw blade that I put on my bandsaw for scroll work. Now if you come over here, and if camera girl will come up here, we'll take a look. Now you can see the bandsaw that I have on here right now. This is a very thin saw, and the problem that I was having was with, well, it wasn't really a problem, it was installing the new cool blocks. Now as you can see here, I put these new cool blocks in, and we'll look at the bottom side also. Now, I went to the gear tool, to see if they had a video for installing these cool blocks. Now, they install basically the same as the standard cool blocks, but you'll see that you have two ceramic rods on each side of each cool block, instead of having the one single. Now, if you look down below, you'll see up here the same thing. Now, it did take me a little bit to set this up, and the only precaution I can really give you guys on setting up a bandsaw blade like this is the way this ran out. Now, if camera girl will come up here and take a look at this. Now, originally, I set this blade where it was back to the back end a little bit, and I ran out of travel on the cool blocks on the back side. So I had to take and get this to run out and then move everything forward. And after I did that, everything worked really well, compared to having a resaw blade on there, which you can see there's a big difference. This is a beautiful blade. So what I want to do right now is we'll give you a little demonstration how this thin blade actually works, because I'm doing some scroll work on this guy, and I'm very impressed with it. Back up, camera girl. Let's go ahead and grab a piece of, well, it's a little piece of poplar. That'll fit under there. That's close enough. Saw's up and running. Let's go ahead and just cut a nice little arc out of this. And look at that. I mean, that's like a hot knife through butter. Let's go ahead and let's really tighten it up. Man, that's not that tight. But you can see where this is going to help me out creating router jigs. And for the jewelry boxes I'm making, this is going to come in and be very handy to me, because you can see right now I'm in the process of putting the finger joints into the boxes that are going to be the jewelry box. Now let's go ahead and come over here. Looking at my table saw, I'm on the last setup. We're doing finger joints. We're using the Incra joinery system here. Now I have this set up right now to finish up this last cut. And what we have is we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cuts to make. And then I will have all the finger joints I need on the end pieces of these jewelry boxes. And let's go ahead and make some cuts here. And you can come over here and look at the fence here. And what I have down here is a 3/8 straight router bit. And of course, this has been set up with the Incra system for the proper spacing. Now I've already done the front faces, but if you'll look in here, you'll see on this back scale what I'm using right here. This is 13B. This is going to be one of the very end cuts on the outside. Now we'll go ahead and make some cuts on this and kind of show you. It's going to get a little noisy. So let me plug this thing in and let's see what happens. Now the depth of cut I am using on these finger joints is 5/8 of an inch. The material itself is 1/2 inch thick. So you're saying to yourself, wow, he's leaving that awful proud. Well, it's for the aesthetics that I'm trying to achieve on these jewelry boxes. And I'll show you that here in just a second. Let me find where I just set down my gloves. Over here. Now, like I've said before, I wouldn't recommend you guys wearing gloves, but I'm used to it. I've already got everything set up on this saw. And let's fire it up. It's going to get noisy, so I won't say anything else till I get these 5 cuts finished up. And camera girl, she can move around and take a look at what I'm doing. girls, there we go. I almost messed up here. Some of you are going to say, boy, you missed it by one incrementation. And I almost did. But, as you can see, finger joints are all in there. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the jewelry box. Now, I've already started working on this a little bit, and this is not attached, other than it's just basically assembled. But now, if you look down here and look at how I've rounded the edges, I've actually made the fingers protrude 1/8 of an inch for aesthetics. Now, with every one of these fingers, I'm going to have to go in there to achieve what I'm looking for in the way this looks. Is I need to pillow each and every finger, and that's what all this is for. Lots of files, lots of sandpaper, so I can pillow out every finger. And that's going to give me what I'm looking for on each and every box that I'm building here, and I'm building into these. I'll build some in the walnut and some in the mahogany. Now, since the last time we spoke, I did add a new piece of equipment because I did get rid of some of my old stuff. I want you to look over here, and I have a new drill press. And what I have here is the new Powermatic drill press. And go ahead and take a good look at this. I haven't actually cut a single chip on this machine yet. I can tell you right now, it's very robust, very heavy duty. Just assembling this thing was a pain. You have a very large power on and off button here. We'll turn it on. Up here you have a digital readout. This thing is spinning at 2,448 RPM right now. We actually have a switch on here that will turn on the laser for your positioning. The switch below that is for the lights. Very, very nice. Now, if Camera Girl can kind of get over here, this is your RPM control. You don't have to change belts on this machine. I'm at 3,000 RPM there. And as you can see, I can turn it down to 250 RPM. Over here for your depth stop, it's very robust. This old machine screams quality. I have a little actuate lever, if you can see it right here, not a lever, but a button for changing that depth stop. And then at the same time, it's threaded. Very, very nice. You look on this side of the handle for actuating your drill stroke. Very, very robust. It mounts on either the right or the left-hand side of this machine. The adjustment for the laser, you have a laser for each line on each side with 2 adjustments. Now I haven't adjusted this in yet, but I'm thinking this is going to work out very well. I have not got it attached to the floor yet, and I can guarantee you, because this thing is top heavy, you definitely want to attach it. But I can't wait to use it. It has a very nice keyless chuck on it, which is going to really aid in bit changes. Now, as I get this set up a little bit better, we'll talk a little more about it, but you can kind of get an idea where I am right now. Look over here. You can see I have some more of the jewelry boxes set up. I am making 8 of these, and I expect they're going to be very nice. I'm going to go with a lacquer finish, all that good stuff, then give them away for gifts and sell a few. So, this has been Amateur Woodworking with AZ Evans, and I can't wait to see you again, kiddos. Give me a yell.